Spoopy witch, paints and ink is a witch. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 1 of Inktober, and also my channel. Okay, so it is October 1st, Tuesday, October 1st, and it is currently, I think, 7:34 in the morning. I'm not going to film every Inktober video on the actual day that they're due, but I kind of decided to do it for this one because it's the first one and I wanted to start it on the 1st of October. I'm kind of weird about that. I feel like if I had drawn this and started it yesterday, that would have been September. I don't know. It's September. It's not Inktober. So I wanted to wait. So I waited. So here we are. And we're going to do our first Inktober sketch and we're going to do the cover of my Inktober sketchbook. I'm very excited for it. So this is what I've come up with for my prompt list. I know a lot of people use other people's prompt lists, but I decided I'm going to make my own because that way I like all the things on there and they're all inspiring. So this is my very official list that I've made up here. So it's all got kind of a magic-y fantasy theme, and I'm going to quickly run through what I have on here in case anyone wants to follow it as well. So in order, it's witch, magic, crystals, fairy, quill, gold, herbs, lumos, daydream, water, gemstones, bat, trinket, potion, air, hourglass, bubble, floral, apothecary, vintage, bad, unicorn, glitter, treasure chest, cat, dragon, shiny, earth, storm, tarot, and fire. So that's the Inktober list that I'm going to be doing, which means my first one is witch. And I chose that on purpose because then I can have an Inktober witch. So let's do that. I have my Inktober supplies here. It was entirely unnecessary for me to take everything out of this sketch bag, but I did. So I think I want all my Inktobers to have like a little border around them. So I'm going to start by sketching in like a little border and where I want the word to be. Because I think I want that so that they're all a little bit more uniform. So I know I want to do like an inky witch, you know, because it's Inktober and it's the cover of the sketchbook. And I kind of want it to say Inktober as well. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to portray her so that I can do that. I kind of want to maybe make a couple thumbnails first. I don't usually make thumbnails because I'm lazy AF, but let's do it today. We're basically only doing thumbnails today because this is the cover and I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so we're working in a square. Inktober. Do I want to do this in like a script or like maybe like a splashy, like a, wow, that was descriptive. Maybe like a splashy, like this is how I'm gonna, like a brush lettering that's like kind of this. Okay, that was a weird K. But you guys get it. Okay, but like how do I put a witch in there? Freaking cute. That'd be cute. Inktober. I'm excited for things to get spoopy. I'm not really like, okay, so Halloween used to be my absolute favorite holiday in the world. And the reason Halloween used to be my favorite holiday in the world is because is because you dress up and, you know, you get free candy. And those are two of my favorite things. I love pretending to be somebody else. It makes me so happy. And so I always loved Halloween, but as I got older, I've always enjoyed making my own costumes, and honestly, I've started to run out of time and energy. I have always made my own Halloween costumes. If I can find some photos in time, I'll put some up on the screen, and I love it. I love sewing, but I don't like to go like half out, so it's like the week before Halloween is always like costume sewing week, and I don't always have time for that, but it's hard for me to bring myself to just buy a costume. They're all really poorly made, and that bothers me. Like the sexiness part, because I know there's a whole thing with like a lot of women's clothing around Halloween is more like sexy. That doesn't bother me. Like I'm okay with being a cute version of whatever, you know, but they're also poorly made. Like the quality is terrible. Like don't even get me started because I'm gonna go on forever. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. It's very early right now. Why is this so difficult? Okay, I didn't originally want to draw a full body, and then I had this idea, and now I'm thinking full body might not be the way to go because I don't think I can. It's going to be very small, and also I'm clearly struggling. Also, I think this is going to be too rectangular. So the idea that I was kind of having, if you have not been able to follow what is happening, was like having this girl kind of sitting from the side, like a little witchy. Does that make sense right there? And then she had like her arms out with like a little paintbrush and it was like dripping ink. That's kind of what I was trying to figure here with like Inktober or something underneath. But I kind of think I want to zoom in a little bit maybe. And maybe have her like, kind of like this. Something like that. And then it's like, yeah, that could work. I don't know why when I draw arms, they look like tumors. Look, I'm not out here claiming to be the best artist. I'm just having fun, okay? All right, Inktober. Yeah, I like that. I think that's like a cute idea. And then she got a little witchy hat on. And, ooh, definitely bat sleeves because this is a great composition to put bat sleeves in, right? And then we'll put some like ink splatters. Like I'll actually make some ink splatters around the edges. So this is the little thumbnail-y sketch idea that I came up with. So now I'm gonna actually try to draw this for realsies, but obviously better on the actual sketchbook cover. The hardest thing for me is definitely gonna be making sure that this all fits on the page the way I want it to. So I'm gonna try to really loosely figure out where everything's gonna go. So I am trying to figure out the structure of the body. It's definitely hard for me to talk about stuff while I'm drawing. I find myself just wanting to like zone out and get really into it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. It's so early. I have never used this paper before, so I'm kind of nervous because I have no idea how well the paper is going to take to erasing, how well it's going to take to certain inks or whatever, but that's going to create a tangent. With the border, I'll just make sure to decorate the border so that it kind of like hides this tangent. Although that might get somewhat decreased actually because I'm going to give her a bell sleeve, so that might be okay. We'll see, because I think it's going to look off if I change it. Okay, let's just kind of block out where the hand is going to be. I tend to leave the hands for like last. It's almost as if the entire rest of the sketch is a warm-up for me drawing the hands. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of page. Okay, we need to adjust. Okay, here. All right, paintbrush is gonna be like this. This is gonna be a paintbrush, all right? Okay. Hand is gonna hold the paintbrush like, well, it was gonna hold it like this, but yeah, like this? Yeah. I have a photo reference that I took. I'm not completely useless. I'm only mildly useless. Okay, this is just, I can draw that finger in later. I'm just positioning things. I always try to get into the details way too early. I want to make the brush a little bit larger, and I'm just gonna have it go outside of the frame. The arm I think might be a little bit long, but like, ask me if I'm gonna redraw it. Ask me. No, because it's my own sketchbook? Exactly. I am never gonna be perfect, and I don't have the energy or time to try. I think her shoulders are too sloped, and this is a little too low. You know what, I should give her a little tilt to the head. Probably be a little bit more natural and like cute. What's the side of a face? Who has a side of a face? My face is two-dimensional. It's flat like paper. What am I doing? I'm just gonna draw in stuff and come back to it later. Cool, great, good plan. Look, I have eyes. Oh my God, she looks terrifying right now. What if I just ended it like this? Like this is where I left it. Like, thanks guys for watching my video. Okay, have a great rest of your day, bye. Why does her head not look like it's attached to her body in any way, shape, or form? This is just not the way people tilt their heads. Okay, I'm just trying to sketch this out. Ah! Honestly, all I'm doing right now is like speaking my inner dialogue out loud, and it's low-key embarrassing. Eyes are too large. What I should do is do all this on a separate piece of paper and then transfer it to here. But I don't have the time for that. Like, if I'm going to keep up with Inktober, I have to be realistic about it. And I have to like set myself limits and things like that. And I'm spending a little more time on this one because it's like the first one, and also because it's being a little bee. But in general, I want to make sure that I'm putting in as much of myself as I can. But ultimately, Inktober is just supposed to be for fun, Like, people get so mad about Inktober. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like, there's people that are like, oh, you can't do digital art, or you can't use watercolor, or you can't use this, like, watercolor ink or acrylic ink, or it's just like, shut up. No one cares about your opinion. You're annoying. Like, why are people like that? Just let people draw. Let people have fun. The point of Inktober is to practice your line work and to, like, challenge yourself to draw every day. Like, I'm doing Inktober with, like, just black and white, and that's because color is, like, my comfort zone. Color is my safety zone. So for me, leaving behind color and going just in black and white is, like, it's out of my comfort zone, Having a limited palette helps me because like I said, I'm only putting so much time into this. But yeah, people get so mad about Inktober, and I don't understand it. Like, don't be one of those people, I don't think any of my viewers would be one of those people, but don't be one of those people, because you can do things the way that you want to do them, and other people can do things the way that they want to do them. And we don't have to try to tell each other what to do. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't like it if somebody came up to you and, like, tried to tell you what to do as well. It's just like, just let people enjoy things. It's like the same kind of thing when people, like, criticize others for just enjoying stuff. And I mentioned this in my other video, like drawing witches video or whatever, like criticizing people for drawing basic things and stuff like that. It's like, just let people enjoy things. Just let them enjoy things. That's all you need to do with your life. You enjoy things and you let others enjoy things. And if you follow that rule, then you probably won't get into too much trouble. I don't understand why people feel the need to police how other people get their happiness. Whenever I wear these kind of sleeves now, all I can hear is Sophia Nygaard in my head, like, I'm a bat. And I'm like, girl, me too. Okay, so I got my sketch pretty much done. I think it's kind of cute. So I am going to go in with, I think I'm going to use the pencil brush pen. I might use the Art Alternatives fine liners on her face, but we'll see. I'm going to use the Art Alternatives first to go in to draw where the border is. That worked actually pretty well. So I think I'm going to do the face in the Art Alternatives liners, and then I'm going to go in with this because everything gets smudged when my hand goes on it, and I could put a piece of paper under my hand, but am I going to? No. So my camera has been doing this weird thing with my memory cards where it will, like, say that the memory card is full even when there's nothing on it, and you have to format the card. And the other day, my boyfriend's camera did it with his card, and the only thing that we can figure out that it might be is that his card was in my camera at some point. And it's really weird. And I don't think it's, like, anything to do with my computer doing it, because I have a new computer, and it was doing this before I got the new computer, and I went from a Windows to a Mac. So that kind of eliminated most of that. So if anyone knows what that is, let me know, because it's really weird. A lot of times I try to make things a little bit more dynamic, like during the sketching, and, like, I'll, like, almost approach the inking like a sketch, because I don't like when I lose, like, my dynamicness from the sketch. And also, I'm not very good at inking, so maybe Inktober will help. I don't like to ink. I get bored. Like, I want to go in with the colors and the shading and the paint, so, like, why am I doing this challenge? Exactly. Do you see how I have no idea what I'm doing? The paper kind of bleeds a little bit with this pen, but I kind of like it. It makes it look nice and, like, soft almost. I think I'm going to use this one for the actual body because I have more control over it. And like the hair is pretty messy, and so is the hat, and I don't mind that, but I think for her, I want her to be a little bit neater. But this is still a brush pen, so I should still get a similar vibe, so it should work. I didn't want to make that thick, it just sort of happened. This pen is also a little bit finer, so I can add in maybe some like strands of hair. So since this is going up on the first day of Inktober, I am super excited to hear about how all of your Inktober's are going. It's day 1, so how are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you already frustrated? I feel all of them, so you know, I'm right there with you. Inktober is one of those things that I just kind of feel like it seems a lot easier than it actually is. And then you go to do it and you're like, whoa. Drawing a picture a day and like inking it and, you know, feeling good enough about it to, I guess, post it on social media, you know? It's kind of hard, actually. The way I think I'm going to do my Inktobers on this channel, because I know I mentioned in the last video, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Basically, I am going to be drawing Inktobers every day. I'm going to be recording all of my Inktobers, but they're not all going to be separate videos. Recording them doesn't take much effort on my part, so long as I'm sitting at my my filming desk. So that should be okay, especially if I draw them kind of every morning. My plan is to wake up in the morning, draw my Inktober, have something to drink, you know, have my breakfast, get going for the day, and then, you know, I can edit them maybe on Mondays or something like that. So all the Sketchy Tuesdays for this month are going to be Inktobers, every single one. I can't do Inktober and still do Sketchy Tuesday and have them be separate things right now. So I hope that you guys are going to be okay with that. But just a heads up, all the Sketchy Tuesdays will be my Inktober drawings, and they're all going to be probably mashed into like one video. So like days 1 through 7. And I will do a tour at the end if you would be interested. I guess this drop's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Just like my eyeliner in the mornings. All right, where are we at? I like to make sure all of my ink is totally dry before I erase. And half the time I still smudge it anyway. Okay, that was my best Sophia Nygaard impression. Let me know how it was. Okay, anyway, where'd my ink go? I have so many bottles of ink on my desk right now for another project that I'm working on, you don't even know. I'm going to use my Bombay Black India ink by Dr. P.H. Martins to go in and give some shading to this. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the entirety of her hat black. Right now I just have the inside, but I want the whole thing, I think. Yay, she has a black hat. No black cat, just a black hat. My stomach is growling so bad. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go eat, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a bagel. I'm also making the ink, I want this ink to be darker because like the ink should be dark. Oh, the drop is just gonna get bigger now. Okay, I also want the collar to be pure black. Collar. This was a choker, and I just remembered as I did that I was actually going to leave it as 2, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water to my ink mix. I'm going to use this pipette, which is so cute, and I got it from the Safeway pharmacy, and they had like baby pink, baby blue, and white, and it was free. So if anyone needs a pipette, I added some water to the ink. I don't know if I added enough. I don't know. Let's see. Probably not. I can always add more ink. Hopefully that was enough. I'll start in a corner. It wasn't enough. Abort mission. Just kidding. Just add more water. So I watered down a little bit of the ink for her dress. And I think I'm going to use the white gel pen after to put some patterns on the dress as well. I'm going to try to film every Inktober, but if I don't think I can film, I'm still going to draw that Inktober that day. And that way it kind of gives you something like of a surprise if I do a sketchbook tour as well. I hope I finish it. I feel like I don't currently have full faith that I'm going to finish it, but I'm trying to commit. I think like doing it on YouTube is going to hopefully help me commit to doing it. Like it's part of YouTube. and they're going to be Sketchy Tuesdays instead. And I have my list, and I have my sketchbook. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, cool. I think I'm going to have the handle be this slightly dark gray too. She's starting to come together. I'm excited. Before I go back in with the ink, I want to use this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in Warm Gray 3 to put in her lips, because also if it goes wrong, I can hopefully fix it with the ink. Cute. Okay, and I'm also going to use it to put in her eyes. I wanted some shading on the actual skin, just like kind of like drop shadows, and I'm going to do that with this as well because it's not bleeding too badly, and I worry that if I use the watered down ink, because I had to erase so much, that it'll bleed a little too much, so I'm going to stick with this guy. I really like how the ink dried on this. It looks really pretty. Cool, that works nicely. I like how that looks. That's exciting, yay. This is cool because I'm experimenting with all the supplies that I picked to see how they all work. I've never used a sketchbook before, so it's kind of a gamble, but... All right, I like that. I think she's looking cute. I think I want to do the background part next so that I can get that kind of sorted because I know what I want to do. This water's a little dirty, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna wet the whole background with my water. It's the corner. And we gonna do that. And a couple of these. Drop that in the corner. And then let's go neaten this up. Wow. I'm apparently making sound effects now. And I'm gonna kind of smudge out some of this stuff now it's had the chance to sit. I like this. I'm gonna work on the hair, but I have to turn it upside down so that I don't like dip my hand in wet paint. Ah, it's still too dark. Ink. Oh no, we're fine. I panicked. For the hair, I'm just gonna try to build up shadows until it looks kind of right, but I don't want to lose too much of the contrast either with the background and like the dress and her hat, black hat. So one thing that has been exciting that's been going on is I've been working on a project for a while, and it's actually a multi-part project. I'm still working on some of the other parts, but the first part is completed, which is super exciting. And I finally am going to get to share it with you guys. So keep an eye out for the Friday video. It's Friday the 4th, I think, of October. So keep an eye out for that because there's something really exciting coming in it. I'm going to talk about my aphantasia, and I'm just really excited to share with you guys what I've been working on and a piece that I'm really proud of. So definitely make sure you come check that out. I forgot how much I love just like black and white ink work. Makes me happy. But I like having a paintbrush in my hand. I am much more comfortable with a paintbrush than I am with a pen. It's very strange. All right, that pretty much finishes up that. I'm gonna dry this. I have a couple little details that I want to add, and then I'm gonna write in Inktober. Okay, with this brush, and I will go ahead and use just the regular ink for this. She has like jasmine hair, which is great because honestly, I didn't really want to draw a braid. All right, let's Inktober this. I'm so scared of running out of space. I mean, I know I mapped it out before, but like I can't see that really. I can sort of see it. And I have the worst spatial like judgment ever. But maybe this witch does too. Oh no, oh no. Things are looking bad. I wrote it out beforehand. That was a weird noise. I sounded like a pterodactyl. Okay, it's okay. We're fine. I write a lot in like half caps, half lowercase, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I originally wanted the R to be like caps as well, so it'd be like some caps, some lowercase, some caps. But I think that the lowercase fits the space better since I ran out of room. Cute, I like cute. All right, white gel pen. It's an Inktober video on YouTube. If there's not a white gel pen, like, where are you? Not on YouTube. Okay, and then I want to do one last thing. I have this silver pen, and I think it'd be cool to do her necklace in it, so I hope this doesn't look terrible. Oh no, it's cute. Yay. Okay, woohoo! Okay, so this is it. This is my finished #1 day 1 Inktober sketch, the cover of my Inktober sketchbook. I think it came out really cute. I was really concerned about it for a while there at the start, but I'm actually really happy with it. It kind of gives me vintage, almost like 50s vibes or something, but I really like it. I think it's cute. I enjoy looking at it, so it's a good thing to have on the front of my sketchbook. I hope you guys like this video. All the supplies will be listed down in the description box below. You can also check out my Inktober supplies video. I will see you guys on Friday, and I will see you next Tuesday with the next Inktober videos. I hope that you guys liked it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day 1 of Inktober. You guys can do this. We got this. We're gonna do it together. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.